Hi everyone, this is another video with Dushamis to how to draw a cartoon. This time I want to do a little challenge to myself. Um, Basically I'm gonna do Flint from Cloudy with a Chains of Meatball and Steve. The tricky part is that since it's a 3D character, it's a little harder to make in 2D. But what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna give you some basic line to guide yourself. I figured out Flint Lockwood, the way he's drawn, the way it's made 3D, I would say. Um, I could probably split it like in 4 sections and a half. If I take the size of his head, let's say, I'm gonna make it quite simple for you guys. I'm gonna take on 9 inch. It's gonna be basically 2 inch for the head. Then the body is 7 inch. Just to help myself, I'm gonna cut it in two. Here we go. And I got it right. No, right there. 3.5. Okay. Okay. So basically, the head, if we start with that, you got an oval, a quite simple oval, about twice as high as large. Not exactly twice, but you know, it's gonna be look like some kind of egg. So just go with that. I'm gonna work a bit of a line right here. Okay, so I got the main for that. His body and legs are about the same size, so that's quite simple at that point. His body is really straightforward. I could probably shape it like a little, well, it's kind of weird because his body is a little less larger than his head. So you go pretty much like, I don't know if you can see it properly, maybe not. I'm just gonna try to refocus a bit. Okay, so if I do that a little darker, okay, so now you got pretty much a good size. Okay, so a little less larger than his head. You just go there, about the same on the other side. Yeah, about that. And here you got his torso. So that's as simple as that. For the leg, I don't know why. He likes to have like legs split apart, but his leg are quite simple also. You got the main part of his pants, like that. And that's his pants or so. And then you will have both leg stretch like that, and I'm gonna try to end it about a 9 inch. There we go. So that would be the basic shape of Flint Lockwood. As you can see, it's quite simple yet so far. And now what I'm gonna do, I don't want to take as much time as last time because I wasted a lot of time explaining a lot of things that weren't, I shouldn't have explained basically. So if I take that, I'm just gonna, okay. So if I want to put the basic feature, his nose is about 3/4 of the head. So I'm just gonna make some basic line to help you guys. So if I split it in 4, the nose is halfway there, and it's quite large. Just do a small curve like that, and it starts about right over the middle line. For his eyes, just put for now 2 circles. It's not quite beautiful, but that's the way he is. And his mouth will go about there. So for now you can see that it's not beautiful, but that's part of the creation. I'm just gonna put some small line for his ears. If you want to know how to do here, you can always like leave a comment to ask for it. but for now, it got pretty simple here, so I'm just gonna do the main line for that, because they're not really important in that case. Now that I got the basic line for his head, just gonna do the neck, which is pretty slim, about the same, as large as the nose here. You're probably wondering why I'm drawing in red. The reason why is that, well, I saw a lot of people seems to do that, and I was wondering why, because I always drawn with like standard pencil, but with the red it's actually easier afterward, because you got the main line, you can go back on it with like the black and erase the red afterward, so it doesn't appear as much as if it was a pencil, depending how hard you press on the pencil itself, obviously. But here we go. So I'm just gonna do some small line. His arm are about the same length as the entire body here. I'm just gonna put that a little darker so you can actually see. Okay, so if I take that, I want to put his arm, I'm not sure I'm gonna put those. Let's say I go for halfway. You'll see in my case, I like to use like just to figure out how long the things are, compare, and I use my fingers pretty much. I could use a ruler if I want to be specific, but I usually do that only for my character for my comic book, because I need to be really specific for those. I don't want to mess up. So about halfway, which is about there. So that would be his elbow. I'm gonna do something, I don't know, something like that. I just want to do like a Superman pose for some reason. There's no point in it, but I don't know, it's kind of fun. There. I got two sides. Just gonna erase what's not necessary. There we go. So that's simple so far. Let's keep going. Okay, so at that point, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a time lapse, because I don't want to take as long as last time. It's already been 7 minutes, well, almost 8. So I'm gonna do a time lapse to pretty much, you'll see I'll do small details, shoulders and all the stuff. I just wanted to give you the basic line here, and then I'm gonna come back to you.
There's no way to say this song's about someone else. Every time you're not in my arms, I start to lose myself.
Alright, so I pretty much have most of the basic line right there. What I'm gonna do at this point, I just need to add a few more details, like the pupil. I'm gonna do something a bit different on that though, because I'm gonna add Steve right over there, something like that. So Steve with his body, and he's gonna have one leg over there and one. Let's do it in the back. He's gonna have like a leg standing on his elbow. Okay. So that's pretty simple. So for that, I'm gonna need to add his eyes turn away like that, so it looks like he's looking at him. Otherwise, it's boring. There, and the actual pupil right there. Okay, for his hair, that's a pretty messed up lock of hair. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do that one by one. I'm probably gonna do a time lapse during it, but if you look at it, it's a real mess. So you have to add a lot of trend until it looks like something. So I'm gonna start by something simple. Just gonna add like one luck, because you got some kind of luck that goes just like that at first. That's what you usually see the most. And then you got stuff like that. You would have there. And that. And a good long one that goes up here. And just play with his hair like that. And yeah, if you don't like something, you just correct it. Like I said in my previous video, you don't have to be perfect. You go with your mood. Like here, it was pretty minty there, so I added one. And I want to do that, something like that. You'll see I repeat a lot of stuff, and in the end, it's pretty much just doing how you feel it. That's why I didn't do my video earlier. I wasn't feeling it. So now I'm in the mood, so here we go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna continue that. As you can see, it's pretty simple. You just have to go with your feeling. Like here, feels like it's missing something here. I'm just gonna add like a curly one. Yeah, that looks good. And so I'm gonna do a time lapse here to continue it. Then I'm gonna go past to Steve, and I'm gonna repeat the same thing again. So I'll be right back.
Someone please pass me my shades. Don't let them see me down.
Okay, I think we're pretty much good for his hair. As you can see, it's not bad actually. Look like Flint. Okay, now for the fun part, Steve. Well, the other part was fun also, but Steve is pretty fun to draw. Just gonna do a little something with his coat. Don't like the way it looks right now, so I'm gonna add like some kind of fold because of the wind getting in it, like a cape, a superhero cape. Well, it's no Superman, that's for sure. It would get beat up in 30 seconds, even probably less. One punch, and he's down. But yeah, he's a good guy, so we like him anyway. And he's quite brilliant, even though his ideas are quite weird sometimes. Like his grocery delivery, teleporter or whatever. Who would come up with that? Seriously. And actually, who wrote that? I'm like, did he smoke something? Probably. So here we go. Okay, now for our nice little Steve. So I'm gonna start with his hair. His head is pretty simple. It's made of a few parts. It's pretty squared actually. So I'm just gonna rearrange that a bit. That a rectangle, I should say. There. That. Just gotta erase a bit here. Too much line in the way. Okay. Okay, so Steve, we got a few details that are important. Because he will get his bandana here. He will have a lock of crazy hair. I'm not gonna do everything right now. I'm gonna do most of it in time lapse, so I don't bug you. But you also have like hair, fur coming up here over the bandana a bit. So let's see like that. And he's pretty much his mouth. And he will have the white fur right around here. Just like that, just like a mask. You got his two big round yellow eyes and two massive ears. For now you don't see it much, but I'm gonna correct that. Okay. For his buddy. Just gonna do something a little simple. Not really sure I want to do it. Because I forgot something. Got something like that. Right under, some kind of black fur coming out of under the mask. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since I don't want to bug you with small details like that, if you want me to go more in detail for the monkey, I'll do, but for now I'm gonna try to make it fast. So I'm gonna go in time lapse for a few, and I'll be right back with you.
You have taken over my days, so tonight I'm going out. Yet I'm feeling like there is no better place than right by your side. I had a little taste and I only spoiled the party.
Okay, so now the basic line are done. As you can see, it's starting to look like I'm pretty much well. I don't think I forgot anything. Maybe. Yeah, I did. Got some kind of gray patch. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna do all the main line in black with my the standard Prismacolor I'm using usually. In case you're wondering, it's this one, Raritan Prismacolor. Apparently, it's made for people that do comic book and stuff. I bought it just because I wanted it black, and that was the best I could find. So far, it done me well. I went through probably 20 of them, if it's not much, if it's not more than that, I would say. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back in time lapse to redo everything in black, and well, work a little better the fine line. And I'll be right back.
Anyway, cause all the girls are looking fine, but you're the only one on my mind. La-di-dee, la-da-da-do, la-da-da-me, la-da-da-you. La-di-dee, la-da-da-do, there's only me, there's only you. La-di-dee, la-da-da-do, la-da-da-me, la-da-da-you. La-di-dee, la-da-da-do, when you were gone, I think of you. All this place is packed with people, but your face is all I see. And the music's way too loud, but your voice won't let me be. So many pretty...
So we're back. Okay, so I put pretty much all the basic line. I forgot some detail though, like the color here, and inside his ears. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite simple, so I won't waste my time explaining small details like that. Same for Steve, forgot it. Steve! I thought it was kind of funny when he was saying his name all the time. Okay, and last detail I totally forgot about is belt. Okay, I just want to say that I'm sorry for the quality of my last video. It was pretty late and was my first one, so as you could guess, the editing didn't go as well as I expected because I didn't know what I was doing at all. I've learned a little bit since, but obviously it's not perfect. It won't be perfect again, but I'll do my best to get it better and better every single time. So now that we got all the basic line, I'm gonna erase all the red. You'll see there's still a little left, but not enough to be a problem. You probably won't see it actually. There we go. So all the basic line are gone, and I got enough to work with. So kind of like last time, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna color it up. For that, I'm gonna need some color that I like. Here we go. So let's start with the skin. Then again, this time though, compared to the last time, I'm gonna do it all in time lapse. If you got any question on what I'm doing or how to do it, just leave me a message and we're gonna see afterward if I got time to do a video about it. So here we go.
Many pretty girls around, they're just dressing to impress. But the thought of you alone has got me running, I don't know what to say next. Feeling like there is no better place than right by your side. I had a little taste and I only spoiled the party anyway. Cause all the girls are looking fine, but you're the only one on my mind. La-da-dee, la-da-da-doo, la-da-da-me, la-da-da-you. La-da-dee, la-da-da-doo, there's only me, there's only you. La-da-dee, la-da-da-doo, la-da-da-me, la-da-da-you. La-da-dee, la-da-da-doo, when you were gone I think of you. La-da-dee, la-da-da-doo, la-da-da-me, la-da-da-you. La-da-dee, la-da-da-doo, there's only me, there's only you.
Alright, so now that I've put the main colors, I might add a few colors afterward, but for now I think that's enough to get a good idea of what I'm doing. As you can see, I got the hair. I even went to do two tones. That's one of the reasons why I wait for the main line. If you take a good look, it's not perfect. So it's gonna be like that if you don't do like the inking. I do that because, like I explained in my previous video, the inking tends to leak when you do the colors, so I prefer to keep it at the end. That way it does a cleaner job. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna jump in right away to inking. I might add a few more details to it, just because I like to do details, and I'll be right back with you.
La-da-da-me, la-da-da-you. La-da-dee, la-da-da-do, when you were gone I think of you. I'll pretend the night is so beautiful. Take a photo with the bros. La-da-dee, la-da-da-do. They won't see through my disguise. Right here behind my eyes, replaying in my mind.
Hi again. I had some issue with my phone, so I wasn't able to record a part of it. Probably it was full. I will clean that up so it won't happen again. So I'm just finishing the main line in black, as you can see. Now that it's pretty much done. Well, you missed a part of it, but it wasn't really an important part. As you can see, I'm pretty much done here. What I could also do, but I won't do it this time because the video has been quite long so far, so I'm gonna stick to this. Might do a little more next time, or even do like the main character, then a video for the line and the coloring, so that way I'm able to do more and spend a little less time on it in one shot. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, there's a special video I'm planning to do for Halloween. I'm probably gonna put it not next week, but a few days like before Halloween. Well, I guess I could already spoil it a bit. It's gonna be Jack Skellington and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. It was an idea that was proposed to me. I was already planning to do those, but since Halloween's coming up, I was like, why not? If there's any other character you would like to see, I'll be glad to put them on my list for next video. So just suggest something in the comments. I'll read all of them. And one last thing I want to do before we leave. I'm not sure I got what I need though. No, I don't. One thing sometime I do to put some pop in the eyes, I use some gouache. I know Mike Riley used those a lot. And I've tried it and I like it. I've put it in some of my characters. So yeah. This is Flint Lockwood with Steve. I messed up a bit the eyes here, but yeah, sometimes happen. I wanted to put a little more time. Next time I'm gonna do also shadowing more. I wanted to stay pretty close to the character without going too far this time. And I could also do, and I was the one marker I needed, this one. Okay, so something you could do also to put some just a little shadowing in some parts, like around the nose, because got a pretty big nose. So as you can see, you can put something right there under the eyebrows and stuff, and under the chin, the neck. Won't appear much right now, but when you sit in real, it does a small difference, and it helps with the character. But yeah, play with those, you'll see for yourself. So I hope you liked it. If you want to see more, just follow me up, like it, comment it. Go see my Facebook page. I always post new stuff when I got the time, which is not a lot lately. And yeah, see you next time.